Hello everyone, so here we are back in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and we are gonna do a flight from Florianopolis to São Paulo, Guarulhos. The weather is not very great in Guarulhos, it's like very low clouds, fog and all those things we have during the winter there. Just to let you know, I'm not a TBM pilot. I am a pilot, but I never flown any turboprop actually. I have just flown pistons and jets. So I have a rough idea of how the TBM works. We're gonna be improving this during our trip because it's gonna be a long trip. Not this one to São Paulo, of course, but the ones that are gonna take place later on. And this trip will actually be a chance for us to explore a bit of the features of the aircraft. It's a very nice aircraft, as you all know. It's very beautiful, flies very high, fast, and pretty far as well. So here we are in the general aviation ramp in Florianopolis, Santa Catarina. São Paulo is not very far from here. We're going directly to the international airport there. So, in order to start the airplane, just for you to look around the airplane, we would go, of course, for the exterior inspection. Let's suppose it has been done already. A lot of people around the aircraft here, huh? That's funny. And this airplane is just amazing to fly cross country because it flies, like I said, it's pretty much as fast as any light jet. It's pretty amazing. It's actually for a period it was the fastest single engine aircraft in the world. So it's a big deal. Alright, so first things first, I'm just gonna put my nav on and my pulse on, so to let people know that we are gonna move soon. And we make sure that our parking brake is set. That's great. And finally, we will move up the crash bar and start battery. Lots of things are coming up. Good. This is actually much faster than the real thing, but anyways, it's good enough. You can see our route here already. And secondly, I'll put the generator also ready to get energy from the engines. So in order to preserve our battery, we're gonna start our aircraft pretty soon. There are some checks we could do the auto here, but
Aural warning, okay.
yeah, it's pretty much done. There's not much more than that. And I'm just gonna start here my engine. So I'll go to my boost pump. I put on, and I put my clear the area. Okay, it's cleared, and I'll put it starting. Let's see how it goes. So the ATT is right, everything is rising around here. NG is around 13 now. I put the fuel in. Oops, let me go back here. Done. And now we just follow the start to see if it goes smoothly as it should. Alright, the engine is stable, it looks fine. So just gonna put the fuel bus to auto. Select the fuel tank in auto as well. Turn on the autopilot and trim system. What else do you have to mess here with? Let me think. Well, we have still some messages here. We could just clear them to make them stop working, but we're just gonna put some things on. to get rid of them. Pitot left, and windshield, of course, we could put onto, and also the bleed, right? Because we need pressurization. So the only thing left now is the parking brake, and we already have the flat plan on our loaded here in our computer, because it brings from the flight planner of the whole sim. But there are some things that we can look at before we leave. We have half a tank now. I think it's more than enough, right? Let me just, yeah, now we have a full tank. It's definitely enough. It's good for us to see how much it's gonna take us. There's a timer. I'm just gonna start the timer just to see how much fuel we use on this flight, okay? So when it comes to speed bugs, I can select my rotate speed and my VY, which is my best rate of climb speed. Alright, I select them so they show up in my speed tape. And something that's very important now, I'm going to Navcom. Let me check this out. Well, I'll set this to is wrong for now. I'll set 2000. Yeah, VFR. It's giving me one. I'll tell you why. It's giving me the VFR on the US, which is 1200, but here it's 2000. And what else? I'll go to, well, my frequency. I need my frequencies. So here in Florianopolis, in order to hear the 80s, we're gonna go for 12745. Let's see. 12745. Should come out.
Florianopolis Airport information, Yankee 1100 Zulu. Wind tree 48 at 15. Visibility tree. Sky condition. Few clouds at 600 feet. Few clouds at 4,300 feet. Few clouds at 12,500 feet. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.12. Visual runway tree
2012.
Landing and departing runway tree 2. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Alright, so we have Yankee with 3012 and 14 degrees Celsius, pretty nice temperature and pretty good pressure. And the weather, as you can see, is not that bad. It says like few clouds, 600 feet. I see nothing, it's pretty clear all the way. We're gonna use the ATC today. Let's see how it works with the ATC here in the flight simulator. So I'll go request IFR clearance.
Florianopolis ground, Dare November 90272 Alpha ready to copy IFR clearance to go Royal House.
Dare November 90272 Alpha is cleared to go Royal House Airport as filed. Take off runway tree 2 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 135.8 squawk 1355.
Alright, so 130 is the previous, the first flight level. I'll just go here 1358 on the frequency
Dare
after the
November
departure, and
90272
1355 in
Alpha cleared
squawk.
to go Royal House Airport as filed. Take off runway tree 2 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 135.8 squawk 1355.
Dare 72 Alpha rate back is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi.
Okay. We are ready to taxi. I will not ask for these guys to give me any pushback, especially because the prop is turning, right? So I think I haven't forgotten anything. So if you see anything, please let me know. In the meantime, I go to, what is this? BFT, MFT. In the MFT, there is nothing here for us, is there? Yeah, I have to see. Actually, it was here. It was around here. Audio radios. Down. AGF speaker. It's not this. Music. Oh, nice. You can choose music. Yeah, I was looking for something else. I was looking for the transponder. I think it's somewhere here, but I cannot find it. I'm still learning with this thing. Transponder. Yeah, here. No, this is the ident. Oops, I shouldn't have 1355. Yeah, so it's here. Okay. So here is in out 1355. It's just exactly what we need. That's great. So the time is here counting. I don't know if you can leave this page and come back. Let's see. Let's try. So let's say if I go anywhere else, PFT, and go back to timer, and still there running, good. So I can use the other. Okay, let's see what it says here. Next rate horizontal, weather vertical. Alright, so use it only when you need. Okay, vertical. Yeah, this one is good too. It's better actually. Alright, so I'll keep this screen for now. Here we can. No, we cannot mess with it. So let me go back to flat plane maybe. No, flat plane's already here. Shouldn't show. It's loading. It was loading. Good. Okay, active like to waypoint. Let's see if it works. Yeah, good. That makes much more sense. All right. So you're ready to taxi? Let's see if I think they have a kind of checklist, right? Let's see if they have it. What it says. Side inspection before starting engine start, after engine start. Let's see after engine start, oil pressure check. It's all checked, all green. Auxiliary post pump auto, that we did that. Fuel selector auto. Fuel selector shift button test. Autopiloting on, generator main, bleed, auto or max diff. Good. That's what we have. And before text checklist. Insert separation on. So let's see, getting it on. Flight controls check. Good. Well, remember I didn't check that yet. So one. Yeah, you can see that my settings are not great when it comes to sensitivity. And then right and left. Good. And flaps are up. Taxi lights are on and parking brake is off. Let me see, just ignition. Let's see, just take off just to have a idea on. If you select your pillar, start separation, flaps take off. Alright, there's a lot of things that you only use later. Tune to settings set. Just put the sets. Alright. Yeah, I know it's on. Wow. As far as I know, you only use this one if you have like a contaminated runner or something. So I will not use it. I will not use it now. Let me just set his as well. 13, 12, and taxi is on, and we can request the clearance.
Florianopolis ground, Dare November Niter 272 Alpha with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Dare November Niter 272 Alpha taxi to and hold short of runway tree to using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway tree to using taxiway Alpha Dare 72 Alpha.
So using Alpha, I think Alpha is that one. Alright. Let's go. Brakes released, and off we go. Takes a bit to move, huh? Yeah, this turboprop, the way it works, it's weird, you know. The reaction of the engine is not as natural as piston or as a jet. It's something in the middle. Good. There's a truck here. Okay, taxi Alpha would be that one. I'll go via, yeah. I think Alpha is this one to the right, so I'll go that way. A bit confusing this first moment, right? Yeah, unfortunately, 32 is the longest taxi here. So the transponder we already checked is fine. Since we're gonna enter an active runway, I put strobe on. And I'll put my flaps to take off. So you can see here. And we actually could take off from this runway. We have more than enough phones for that. But since it's giving me runway 32, I'm gonna taxi there to do it right. And although this is not very accurate, it's showing this runway 21303 is closed. So we are the only traffic here. Go to the tower, right? It's funny because it's not showing the option to talk to the tower directly. So what I will do is I'll turn right in the next taxi and then follow the taxi all the way to runway 32 so I don't stay here doing this backtrack. Because Alpha is showing to the right, so yeah, I think they just renamed the taxiways here. Let's see. So out of the runway, strobe off, and now we turn left here on the taxiway Alpha. Which is naturally ready in real life, but here's not. Alright, so let's go for the next checklist. 4 line up, parking brake on, it shouldn't be on, navigation lights on, lane lights on, Everything auto, ignition as required, de-ice as required. Flaps take off. Lead set, okay, everything set. Torque 100%. 100 is a lot. I don't think it's 100. Pitch 10 degrees, flaps up at 115. All right. So now, as we get here, I was looking at checklist. So now as we get here to the holding point of runway 32, we would talk to the tower and they would give us the clearance takeoff. You see this, when they don't put that amount of trees, it looks natural. If they put a lot of trees like they did here, where is it? There you can see. It doesn't look as natural. So you should learn from that. So request takeoff clearance.
Florida Napoli's Tower, Dare November Niner 272 Alpha at runway 32 ready for takeoff IFR to go roll house.
Dare November Niner 272 Alpha cleared for takeoff runway 32.
So clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 32 Dare
So lane
November
lights
Niner
on.
272 Alpha.
Strobe on as well. We look to the final. Looks clear. Our first heading is gonna be to, let me change here to the FMS. Our first heading is gonna be that way. Not this one. So to the north, yeah, that's right. I think this is kind of weird. North is not here. That's pretty weird, to be honest. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, the north's dead. No, it's correct. And our first altitude, assigned altitude 13,000. I don't remember here the transition altitude, but I would say it's something around 5 or 6. So runway 32, ready for takeoff. Get this out of the way. Just getting used to this. The amount of power and torque we have to give. Knots, rotate, positive climb, gear up, and pitch for VY. Maintaining now 80% of torque, 400 feet, flaps up. And now I'll keep the speed at 125 for best climb. So,
Dare 72 Alpha contact Corritiva Center on 135.8.
Now I have to go there, and that's this guy.
135.8 for Dare 72 Alpha. Curitiba Center Dayer November 9R272 Alpha is climbing through 1,400 feet for 13,000 feet.
Dayer November 9R272 Alpha Curitiba Center, continue to Foxtrot Lima November as planned. Altimeter tree 0.1 tree.
Yeah, he's telling me to go to the VOA. I'll ask for the next point.
Curitiba Center Dayer November 9R272 Alpha requesting vector to next waypoint.
Dayer 72 Alpha, continue to Foxtrot Lima November turning and following heading 100, proceed on course.
This was not actually that I asked, but whatever.
Continue to Foxtrot Lima November turning and following heading 100, proceed on course Dayer 72 Alpha.
That's what I meant. Anyways, I'm just gonna trim a bit here, and well, we can go flight director on, yaw dumper on, and flight level change. And since it's doing the same thing we wanted to do, then we go autopilot. Okay, autopilot's on, and I turn here to the right, heading to the right, so we can rejoin the route. And I'm doing this. I could fly it the whole day, you know, manually. It's so fun, but I want to see the view as well. So here I'm just gonna go nav, and it's gonna probably follow the right path. Let's see. Always check if it's doing what we want it to do. We're visual with the terrain, but we are pretty much higher than the terrain here now, so it's fine. So as you can see, it's really fast. We're already at Sambaqui in the north of the island. It's an amazing aircraft out there. So 6,000, let's go for the flight levels, standard. And this one to 992 also. It's at standard. Why didn't it go to standard? It didn't go, I don't know why. Well, let's go. Okay, now it's standard. 2992. Should go standard when I press it. It's not going for some reason. So every time you press something in an airplane, you have to check if the thing did what you wanted to do. Because if it hadn't, then you have a problem. Move to here. Flat land. Good. So let's see. Let's look from outside. It's a beautiful day in Florianopolis. I've closed this for a while. Really nice. I can see most of the northern part of the island. Oh, there's a road here. I didn't know that. This one I knew about. I've been down there. There's no house here. But there's a trail. From here to here, I've done this one. And here is a hill where the 727 crashed into in 1980. I don't know what level we are flying to, honestly. I never checked in in my flight plan. We're getting close to 13,000. Let me just go to VNav to see what happens. Never used the VNav in this aircraft. $1,000 to go. I'm just gonna reduce here my rate a bit. Let's leave the island. Lagoinha Beach is down here. It's the visibility through the TBM cockpit is not that great. It's not that great. So we're reaching 13,000. Let's see if we can ask to go higher. Probably do. So by 4,000 and by 10,000. Let's go to 23.
Curitiba Center Dare 72
Oh,
Alpha.
shit.
Request
too
flight
much.
level 390.
That's too much.
AR-72 Alpha climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Expect flight level 390.
Yeah, we are
Descend and
13.
maintain 13,000 feet. Expect flight level 390 Dare 72 Alpha.
Yeah, we've got to 13,000.
AR-72 Alpha climb
25.
and maintain flight level 250.
I'll just acknowledge, but of course we cannot even go that high.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Dare 72 Alpha.
Instead, I'm going to 290. I think it gives you as default. So let's go to 290. Yeah, why not? 290 set. Keep the VNav. It's not engaged, so flat level change, it works for sure. Let's go like a cruise climb of 204. The autopilot's a bit weird, but so here I'll ask for the decrease of 10,000 feet because we don't want to go 390 with this aircraft for sure.
Curitiba Center Dare 72 Alpha. Request flight level 290.
AR-72 Alpha climb and maintain flight level 250. Expect flight level 290.
So this is something else we
Climb
can
and
do.
maintain flight
Let's say
level
we decide, okay, we
250.